When I realized I was matching other people's strength, I still didn't feel like I was strong enough. So we wanted to buy a better weight set and bench completed with dumbbells. If I remember correctly, this happened in the summer before I started high school. My next door neighbor, Bob on the left, allowed headbanging parties at his house for a bunch of teens. The guy on the right was 21 and he bought the alcohol. And they would throw these parties often. My brother and I met a different friend. We was all in the backyard shooting targets. One of the drunks told us to stop shooting his fence, but none of us was. And then my brother told me to give him the gun, so it got passed down to him. He got mad about being falsely accused. He purposely shot the fence. And then the drunk got in an outrage because he was drunk. He kept on slamming his bottle until it shattered all over the place and screaming, "I told you not to keep doing that!" And then Bob climbed a tree and said, "Hey, that's my neighbors. Leave them alone." Then he said, "It's alright, man. It's okay." Later on that night, the cop came. My mom told us the cop was waiting for us outside. Then we all went outside. Then the police officer asked us if we had a BB or pellet gun. At that time, we told him a pellet gun. He told us the house behind us, the window got shot, and it made a hole through the window. And I knew it wasn't us because that gun is not powerful enough to do that. The only thing it would have done is made a crack if you shot right at it. It would have bounced off it if it ricocheted. After saying that, the police officer said he was going to go there to find out if it was a pellet or BB. And he heard the party next door and asked us how long do we have to put up with that disturbance. And my parents said often. And after he checked out the place, he said he was going to go and make the police report on us if he could find the evidence and on them for disturbance. So he went down there to check on our backyard neighbor and to fill out the rest of the police report and told us to stay inside because he's going to be right back. While we was inside, my mom was angry and wanted to find the truth out. She said, "I want to see the gun and find out how powerful it is." I had no idea what she had in mind, but I put a fresh CO2 in and the first shot is always the most powerful one. So I tried as quick as I can to leak some of the gas out. We went out in the backyard. At night, that thing echoed like a real gun. Even the policeman heard it. My mom said it depends how deep it went in the ground is how powerful this gun really is. And that's when the headbangers came out. A few of them were screaming, "Yes, because of you we're getting in trouble!" And then Bob jumped the fence. And that's when Joe came out the sliding door. As soon as Bob seen us, he was running through the front gate and I went chasing after him. He turned around and we got a big fist fight. In the backyard, my mom told my brother to hide the gun inside the house until the cop comes. But my brother was so nervous of having the gun, he couldn't let go of it, and he went outside the front yard with it. Then I seen the oldest headbanger coming at me. He jumped over the fence, and he was so messed up drunk he was saying, "You could have shot my girlfriend!" But his underage girlfriend was a few houses down from there. And when I seen him coming after me, I looked at my brother and I noticed him still holding the gun. And he was mad, still saying, "You could have shot my girlfriend!" And he was still coming toward my way. I turned around and still seeing the gun. As soon as I'm seeing he's getting too close, I grabbed the gun and pointed it right at his forehead. To show him I'm not playing around, I was serious. As he was running around, my brother grabbed the gun and pulled it back. I was so mad I pulled the gun back forward and behind this guy's head. So my brother used both of his hands to pull it back while he was still getting away. But I still had the strength to yank him. Then my brother used both of his hands with his body weight. And I went, "Ah!" But I still pushed him forward. My mom came out and the cop came. And she told me, "You better let go of that gun or the cop's gonna put you in jail." So I let go of it. And the cop took away my gun. Even though I wasn't a Christian back then, today I can say thank God he did not see me do that. Then the police officer separated the headbanging gang and talked to some of them in the other side of his car. And I lost it and said, "What we need to do, while most of them are inside passed out, we need to get together and attack the remaining." My mom said, "Lower your voice and don't be stupid. You don't want the law enforcement to hear you." Then the police officers checked inside their house in their backyard also. And then he talked to us before he left and said he found a pump BB gun in their backyard. And when he went to the backyard neighbors, they found a BB inside their house. Then said it could have been the other neighbors that done it. Then he told us to stay inside so he could talk to the backyard neighbor to change the report after the evidence he found in their backyard. While we was inside, I told my family, now that the cop is gone, they're going to come outside wanting revenge. And my mom said, "You're being dumb being paranoid." And I said, "I'm saying this out of experience." Then all of a sudden, I heard a crowd outside. And I looked through the window and thought, take our gun rights away. In this old earth, there's always going to be all kinds of weapons. And I turned around and said, "Yeah, I'm so retarded. They're outside right now with all kinds of weapons. I knew it. And I told you. And the things they have in their hands is not for a peace offering." And they left not doing the neighborhood any favors. Being angry, they went around the whole neighborhood smashing mailboxes, including ours but not theirs. Of course, that night we had police officers from one end of the block to the other. It looked like we had the whole police force force out there. As far as you could see, it lit up like Christmas or disco, and they all went to jail.